Sharpton, and we're back. Hot Button Monday. Let's go back to Craig in Milwaukee. Craig.
Thank you, Reverend. I'll try to wrap this up because I know you got other callers, but I want to recap in that we need to have a cohesive message, and that message needs to address the unbridled discretion that is used by these officers, police officers, law enforcement officers, district attorneys. You need to get away from allowing them to pursue first and second degree intentional homicide. They need to focus on first and second degree reckless homicide because the judge's instructions have to change at that point because this unbridled discretion is a license to kill by law enforcement officers. It gives them the right to become judge, jury, and executioner on the spot. And then they turn around and say, I was afraid for my life. We've seen it time and time again, and that has to stop. And we have to all be on the same page with this. This also, I think these families who've lost their loved ones need to have a national, filing of some sort of class action lawsuit against the federal government and the states in this union for not prosecuting these officers and these citizens who have taken lives. Going back to Trayvon Martin, Jordan Davis, Corey Stingley, Dontre Hamilton, and on, Eric Gardner across the country. And
no, I totally agree.
Think about it.
And I think you're right, Craig. Thank you for your call and your continued fight for your son. I think you're right. And I think all of us, that's why I say to my friend Levi, we talk time to time down through the years. We don't have to always agree. He's a good brother. And that there are areas that we need to work together on that we agree on. Whether we agree in nonviolence or self-defense, we can all agree that the police should not have that discretion. And the areas that we can agree on, let's work and put our energies there. Areas we don't, we can get in the back room and debate. Because I understand people that firmly have one belief, but I want them to understand respect. I firmly believe what I believe. So I'm not going to be intimidated into changing, but I can be organized into a collective strategy. I think the problem is when many of us don't agree and just go along just to, make somebody feel like, let's go on to something else. I think we all need to be honest with each other, and then we can find the areas that we can cooperate with each other. Pete in Houston, Texas on Sirius XM 126. You're keeping it real with Al Sharpton on Hot Button Monday.
Reverend Sharpton, it's Pete again. Hello?
Yes.
Yes. We got disconnected earlier before, but yes, I was just saying something about the young man, Stephen Clark, and I apologize for not remembering his name earlier. Condolences to his family, and I'm sure neither one of us knew him personally, but someone loved him, and he deserved that respect. And before anybody calls me a racist or whatever, I'm an Hispanic male from Houston, Texas, and I didn't grow up in a suburban bubble or anything like that. I grew up in Cashmere Gardens, Fifth Ward. But what I was calling to say is that, we got to figure out what's putting these kids and these young men in the front of the pistol sight of these policemen. Do you agree?
No, I don't. I think Stephen Clark was on his way in his grandmother's house. So
I really don't know the details of that particular case.
You mentioned Stephen Clark, and then you raised these questions. Stephen Clark was on his way into his grandmother's house. Eric Gardner was breaking up a fight in Staten Island. Michael Brown was on his way to his father's house. So I don't know. Are we supposed to tell kids don't go to their parents' homes or their grandparents' home?
They said the initial report was that someone was vandalizing cars. So that's what, there's a reason the police come out.
Again, Pete, there was an initial report that someone was vandalizing cars. Now, that does not mean that it was Clark. And even if it was, that's why you have a court process where if you find that he vandalized, which means there'd be some evidence on him, then you arrest him and try him in the court. Isn't it interesting? They said that he was vandalizing, but they only found a cell phone on him. So vandalizing with what? Maybe that's the wrong person. Maybe they did. But you don't shoot at somebody 20 times. And I think that, and I'm not calling you a racist, but I think that some of us find it easier to deal with the victims than to deal with the police. The question is, why do you shoot people if you're supposed to be enforcing the law that guarantees them the benefit of a doubt and due process? Why do you immediately go into execution? And it seems to only happen in our communities. I think that's what we need to answer. It's not why our kids end up in front of these police guns. It's why they end up behind these guns shooting when they are so well behaved in other communities. We've seen people hold hostages. I'm talking about in the last couple of months. And they know how to go in, disarm them, do all kinds of things. What live hostages.